challenge, or you know, come play with me kind of a challenge from Teresa. She messaged me. She's like, come play with me. And she did the crayon rub-offs, and I thought we'd do some with stencils. So I'm using chalk pastels, and the only reason being is that I want to be able to put other mediums on it, and I thought the wax crayon would resist. So this is just a neat, fun way to make some background paper, I thought. I like the ways hers have turned out, so I'm just kind of playing with that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of coming along and playing along with her idea to do this. So I grabbed some stencils. These are all from DecoArts. And I just thought I'd enjoy this process. So I'm just kind of going around seeing what I can do with it and mixing some colors. It's coming out pretty neat. See how it's catching, oh, you can't see that, how it's catching the circles and that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to go for. So there we go. That's a nice page. That turned out pretty neat. Afterwards, too, I can move it with some water, and then I could just put some, like a matte finish on it just to finish it up, so then the chalk doesn't keep coming off. And then I could just throw it in my pile. I think it's neat. There's one. I have a few that I was playing with before, and I'll show you them, too. They turned out really horrible. I was just going crazy with layers and layers, not really caring. But gotta be careful of the color choices, I suppose. I was just going for whatever. And I think that, look at my fingers, I've got chalk in. That, you know, if you get the right color combinations, just like just now with the red, blue, and the yellow, it was pretty neat. Now I'm going to move my paper off, my circles off. This one's a really nice, this polka dot one, because I can play with it like that. I like it. Birds screaming in chorus screaming. That's the bird. I thought that was a really cool idea. It's a nice background paper. Pretty cool. And then I could just spray it down. So that is that, really. Embossing it. And I'm just using like a really thin paper pad here. This is when a while ago when that store was in, I can't even think of the name of it, Target was in Calgary here in Canada. It wasn't in for very long. That's how long I've had that for. So I'm going to try with some blues. Which is a nice color. I might go over a bit with this kind of a teal. I like that. It's been fun. I'm going to grab the circles again. Throw that underneath and see what I can get with that. If I can add any interest. I'm not really picking up too many circles. But, I mean, you can go with different layers. That one didn't really turn out too interesting. But I guess it's a play at it. You're never gonna know until you play with it. Now I'm kind of getting to the dangerous part where I'm like throwing a bunch down, having different colors. I don't like some of those that turn out that way, but it's a kind of experiment with it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because I was getting some really wonky colors before. I mean, but I can play with this. And then I can use my water brush to do whatever on it as well. So, I was doing circles earlier. But just to show you, because this is the chalk pastels, it's water soluble, so that's nice. I can let that dry. And now I'm going to show you all the other ones I've worked on here. This is a mess, but you can still see some of the stuff in the background, but I was just playing with it. I thought I'd add water. This one's quite a few layers, too many, but it turned out fun and interesting. And you don't have to put, you know, this was the polka dots, and then I was circling them, and I was moving the polka dots around as well. But it's just for fun, interesting, different ways of doing backgrounds. You know, you get a lot of rub-off paints and stuff, but this is something different. Now let's see if I can find the, and then I can just easily have no worries about resist or anything, so I can just stamp right over them. I'm just using this script stamp here, but you can do whatever. Some fun backgrounds. And I don't use these soft pastels enough, so kind of an excuse for me to use them. I will just grab another stamp right here. Something just easy. But you could do whatever. And I don't have to worry about any resist or anything. And then I can seal them in. Use them as backgrounds. Use them as collage paper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just a kind of like play. Thanks, Teresa, she's on Crack Heart Studio, for inviting me to this little play and suggesting the idea. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to craft like a duck, guys. Fun little backgrounds, easy peasy. And I mean, it was a little messy, but not, you know, a little different than using paint up all the time too. So that was fun. So I don't know what to call it. It's embossing, I can't remember. Just etching. But it was fun. So I'm just going to call it Child's Play with Teresa. Child Play. Draw that one. So I'm just stamping this. I hope I didn't lose the video where I was making these papers. But I decided, I think I'm going to make them into, I have so much background, I'm going to make them into some borders, whimsical border type thing. So I'm going to continue with this with you guys on here, and just hope you guys enjoy this video. You know, I'm quite ahead of myself. Like, I'm on the right here. I didn't even realize it's probably a very horrible quality of video lighting. But I was like, what am I going to do with these? I have so much paper to use up for background. So I just totally decided I'm going to use it for borders another way. So this was a great way to design some paper. Thank you, Teresa. for using the embossing type of style. And now I'm just going on and playing with that. Let's see what else I have here. And I'm just going to use the 1 or 2 stamps that I have here. I'm not going to get more. But now, like I said, you can use like any kind of rub-offs on anything. You can even use the wax crayons like Teresa's doing for borders as well. I just thought, like I said, I just thought I wanted to use the soft pastel so I can do whatever on it. So, and I said to Teresa, I'm going to do my own little twist. Don't want to have the same videos up all the time. They're up there where we're kind of copying each other's techniques 100%. It's okay to use technique and make it your own. Isn't that pretty? So that's that. I've got this stencil down here still. That's okay. I'm just playing with it. I'm getting some markings on. I think my video might be too high up. I don't know. This one is just beautiful, like beautiful, I think. You got all the impressions in there and everything. And the colors are really pretty. So I like that. Seems like I'm not getting the ink on there the way I want to get it on there. Having some difficulties. There we go. I might just spray them a little bit with like a matte sealer. I'm gonna probably just work on them like this and cut up some borders. I'm just going to do, this is one of my favorite ones, the loopy loops. And I can do a bunch of stamping and all that kind of stuff on it after. Making circles and whatnot in here. I love this border. This is how I basically do borders. I did spray this. I'm just using a regular black marker so the chalk is sealed in there. And when I cut it, it doesn't matter if I go over, like if I don't cut straight on the piece, because really I just use up my inking pad to ink up the edges anyway. So, and I'm just using a regular felt. You can use Posca pens or whatever you like. I'm really liking these loopy ones. They look really nice on canvases. So I'm making some loops. And I didn't really intend for this to be a border video, but I'm like, these are too cute. So, and like I said, I have so many just background paper, a bucket full on that I use for texture and background color, that I really at this point don't need it. So I can make some borders, give them away, keep some of them, that kind of thing. And I thought this would be cute. way to use it. What I'm probably going to do is... So this is them. This is my background. I like them. I love them, I love them, I love them. So I hope you guys give it a try. Play with them. You can use them for anything, any kind of project. You can have them for background and or borders. I'm going to paint these and have more fun with them. But the color is basically staying on them, so it's really nice that way because I seal them. This one I'm saving because I really like this one. And that is it. So I hope you guys don't forget to craft like a duck and have fun with this kind of stuff. Bye, guys.